There we go. There we go. That's on. There we go. Right there. That's on. There we go. Double white maggot on hook. Lovely fish to end on. Morning everybody. It is the 28th of December. Really foggy morning, and I'm down at the res giving you just another update. Just to show you what the water level's like. I've actually brought Mrs. down. We've come for a bit of a dog walk. So I'm going to try and cover a bit more at perimeter for you this morning, just to show you a little bit more what's going off. But yeah, as you can see, really foggy. So I'll spin you around and give your eyes on and show you this water level and how much it's coming up. So now that water level's coming up, you can actually see all debris collecting down this way, but most of it's all trimmings from all foliage that are on bottom, and quite a lot of litter in there actually. So yeah, walk down wall. There's the good lady and the dog. I'm trying to think what it were on to the date measure. I think it were on, can't remember. I'll go and have a look. Plenty of water in now. Hopefully that sun will burn through later if anyone's walking around today. Right, what are we on? I don't know if that's come up anymore. I think it might have done, but we're on 100.2. So might come up a little bit. I'll have to check the other footage from the other day and have a look and just see where it's at. Yeah, but now water level's up to a capacity where it was when I probably last fished it. Like, it weren't uncommon to see anglers on it with this much water in a while back, because they were going down a lot further than the old platforms. Yeah, so water's come up quite a bit more. There's only a little bit of sort of land over there, look now, before water gets them rushes over there. Probably about 4 metre, not much at all. Let me drop down here, see if I can give you an eyes on from here. Yeah, so there you go, look, so it has come up a bit at sluice gate still showing. No water running through wash behind, and all in front of outlet here, it's all filling up nicely. So yeah, that's your view from here, absolutely full of wildlife over there. What I'm going to do is have a walk round, and I might have a drop down to one of these, but if not, I'm going to go over to the middle bridge and walk you over that way. That's your view from that side. So no water running through, but all the sort of viaduct areas nicely covered with some mist and rainwater from last night. But yeah, just for probably 1 or 2 people that watch these videos, bit of an update for you. And there's a level down there, I didn't look at it. But further we go over here, it's actually creeping right up into this corner now, so not be long before it's pushing up. You're going to have a little area across here where water will sit, but I still think when it goes to highest capacity over them wash areas, it's still going to cover this lot here, so might lose a bit of fishing, but we'll have to see where it settles. This is car park. What recent works they've done putting up trees in. Left bit of a mess here, but not like anyone else is allowed to park in here. Loads of trees planted. So just down in the corner here, you've actually got a view from this way now. That's outlet. And then you've got this bit where mini diggers and whatever have been going in. So hopefully this will fill up as well over time and water will come in here. Just going to take you down here so we can have a look in front of this outlet. I just want to see if I can get some better bearings now some water's in, as to where it might settle. So yeah, if you go back through the video, you'd like to be able to see all clean up operation that I did with Holly down here. Filled loads of carrier bags full. Oh God, yeah. Loads of wildlife. Yeah, so them wash outlets over there, they're higher than I am now. So I dare say that, I mean, water's probably got another 1.5 meters to go up yet. So yeah, 1.5 meters rise. You've probably got 1.5 foot, 2 foot rise here. Yeah, if you follow them round, the line round, I'm pretty much guessing most of this is going to be submerged. It's a shame about all these logs where whoever's come down, getting rid of all trees and cutting them down, they've had massive bonfires in the middle of lake bed and just left the logs in. They ideally want going out before water gets up to that point, because them floating about, taking on water, like you don't know how long they've been there, and some of them might not even be buoyant, they might just sink. They won't go in out. I don't know why. I don't know what would push you to do something like that. Quite a silly thing to do. Like, you could have took it over the other side at dam wall and had your fire. But this is your view from this area. So far, this point, obviously, it's a lot shallower than the rest, so it'll take a while for water to come over this. Already you've got bays coming in where water's coming up to the tree line. And if water does come into this tree line, it's going to take away some fishing. So hopefully, we'll have to just see where it sits. So what I'm actually going to do is, Marina's going to walk off towards Centre Bridge with dog. And I'm going to walk you down the beach. Oh, and hopefully it's not as boggy as what it was before. And that way you can get a better eyes on what it looks like. Again, someone you just don't care. I know you're probably just not bothered. But just to give you a bit of a contour, close up. There, look, there's them logs. Why? Why do that? Or at least get them burnt until there's no left. So down here, look, you've obviously got a shallower bit here. You've got a nice rise here. And then that slow gradient down over there. And obviously you've got a lot more depth here, so the time it takes up water to come up and submerge all this bit here will go right back into the tree line. So possibly lose a bit of fish in there. We've got a nice out inlet coming in here, look. Nice flow of water coming through. That's your view from this side. Very nice. Right, let's have a plod through here. And hopefully I don't become a lake bed ornament. But I think over time, look, all this has had wagons on it. Turned it all over. And it's like not that horrible silty bottom anymore that it was prior. They've actually come and I don't know what they've done, but they've come and done something with wagon. Had a machine in here. See, now they've turned it all over. I'm surprised there's no leads and feeders and spoms sticking up. Still got all spoms at home in the shed, by the way, but I've got 50 odd on them. Majority of ones were in here, and I found them because on the spom, the eyes are notorious for snapping on the swivel. That's why people were losing them. Like here, look. What's sorting? There's not a tree work going off here. Won't be War and Peace to quickly get a nice path through that way, so that'd be nice if they do that. Something I've wanted to do from the start is make a few extra walkways through. And hopefully more of this water that comes through will help suffocate all this stuff and stop it from growing. Well, yeah, definitely filling up. Another fire pit here, look, that's just been abandoned. Want coming down and getting this sorted. Whoever's responsible, whoever's job it were, you want to come down and get this sorted, because some of these are they're just gonna sink. Another area there, look, nice and ready to make an opening through. Could have done all that in the same day really, and just quickly made a few walkway through, but a lot of this has been trimmed off already because they know where water's going to come to. I did say it on the earlier videos. Well, yeah, so it's actually going to breach into this tree line a lot earlier than it is down there, look. Because it's a lot shallower, it's a lot flatter. It won't be long. Actually a load of rubbish in all these trees, look. Could never get to them before because well, trees have trimmed them all down. Same with all these here, look. Wow. Logs after logs. All these have been trimmed off, look. And they've just been left up there. Let me go in here and show you the size of these. Look at the size of these logs. Look at the stumps here. That one there is probably 2 foot long. Same with all these here, look, and all this. Water's going to go into all this. All these have been trimmed. Actually a session bag there, look, with 3 barbecues in it. From last time you could fish it, so this is obviously a popular area. Yeah, so when these were chopped down, they've actually just left them here. They actually want taken over that way. Get a chipper down, mulch it all up. You could mulch it all up and then just spray it all on here. It's great for water. But massive logs like this lying around wants rectifying quite quickly. Again, it's an afternoon's job. Just quickly getting all this pulled back into this tree line out of the way, and it'll be really good environment over there as it sort of rots away and breaks down over time. Really good for soils and everything, but like these here, look. You're just going to go floating around them and then they'll sink after a bit. You need to kind of think about what anglers can get snagged on and then what birds and animals can get tangled up on line. You're just creating anchors. So yeah, whoever's responsible, if you want to get you sent down here and come and get all that tidied up. So that's some right mess. Never noticed it before. And then we're coming up, there's bridge between 1 and 2. Couple of tins of sweet corn there, still sealed up, never been opened. How weird. And then you come right down into this bottom corner, and I still think that with what's left to rise on water level, water's going to sit nicely in all this bit here as well. So hopefully it'll help kill all this off sometime soon. But there's still a good 1.5 metre rise to come yet. If you think about where water is now, here, look, 1.5 metre, yeah, it's going to go well in. Lots of little birds flying around. Oh, we've got a little finch. Thought it were a robin. Right, let me get up here to the gaffer and the dog and walk you down the other side. Right, and there's your view from this angle, so I've just walked you down this way. And I'm going to go over the bridge now, take you round. Pond 3 is always going to be pond 3, you're not going to see much difference over there. And I might walk you down that way and show you yet, but just now there's a bit of water going in and we're seeing a bit of a difference everywhere. And you know what, landscape sort of changing before us. I thought I'd come up and give you a bit of an eyes on and show you what it looks like. But a couple of resident swans are back here, look. Looking happier than ever. And yeah, as you look across there, all that you can see is just 8-9 foot worth of overgrowth. And the scary thing is, right out in the middle, just before it drops down into plug hole at Res, you can still see tops of some bushes out there, which ain't good. So yeah, I'm going to walk you around, get onto this bank over here and show you from over that way. Yeah, last time I fished it where I was on, it wasn't the last time I fished it, but when I fished on this peg, I bet you any money, that's where water level was then. Well, underneath the bridge, it's really filling up nicely. Loads of water under there now. Mrs. is taming some swans over. Very happy. Yeah, so last time I fished on this peg, I bet the water was probably where it is now. It might have even been a little bit lower than this. So I can remember hooking carp and worrying about them coming round under the bridge because of how much water's under there. I'll try and get a picture on screen now of me on this peg. I don't know if backdrop's going to do it any justice, but say Robson took picture down there somewhere. I think it was probably about there, and I'm holding a big carp. I said it were about £20, but another fire pit down there. So again, all logs that have not burnt, they won't come in and move in. It's, you kind of need to make sure it's done and dusted, but loads of treescaping gone off here. And all down here as well. You probably remember from videos previously where we cleaned all this out and absolutely got it all rubbish out. A lot of these have been trimmed, but again, a lot of it's actually been left down there, which I'm a fan of, but you want to get it up here where water level is not going to affect it. Because leaving it all down there like that, it's a bit risky. Just going to walk around pond 2 now. But again, we've got another 1.5 metre of ice to come. And it's piles like this that are a bit worrying. So they've had a few fire pits here, burning some of it, because I can actually see some burnt logs on top of this lot. But if you're going to do it, that wants all doing on the same day, wants all burning and getting rid on. If you're just going to let it fill up and leave it like that, then so yeah, someone's actually lit a fire under there, look, and then they've just left it and it's gone out. So that wants redoing again. But when water level comes up, last thing you want is all that making its way back out, because a lot of it will sink, especially if it's been trimmed and cut. You know, it's then able to sort of absorb water from both ends, and as soon as it goes in water, it'll just sink. This is your view from here. So another nice big fire pit. Logs have actually started making their way out into water. Not ideal, looks a right mess. This is your view from this area. And all the way up there, and again, none of this has been trimmed out. Plan was with me and about 20 others to come down and just hack away at it for a few days, completely free of charge. I would have made all my money off just videoing the job. Alright, we'll go a bit further up and then we'll scoot around that way. And your view from this area. Again, this has been pretty. Look at the size of that. 20-minute job. Well, 20, I don't even know why I'm saying 20 minute. 5-minute job just to quickly trim all this up and just chuck it in this little hedgerow here out of the way. But it's just been dragged off to one side and just left there like that. Just looks a mess. Same with that one down there, look. Just wants hacking up into loads of little bits and just putting in here out of the way. Does wonders for lakeside and banks. And again, if you go through previous videos, you'll see me walking through all this, and like as I go out into the middle, all these brown bits are actually top rope rushes, and they're probably 2 or 3 foot taller than me, so still loads and loads of time yet before all that dies off and goes away. But what's probably going to happen now is you're just going to have one massive reed bed out there. And then you've got this view from this area, pretty much unfishable. When all this dies off and it clears out, you're still going to have a lot of roots bugging up bottom for a long time, so you're going to have to just think about rigs. Everyone's going to be chodding it, aren't they, for a while. And then another area here, just going further down towards bottom of sort of pond 2 this way. So bridge is just around this corner, and this is access to pegs here, or peg, probably a single peg of this. You ain't got much water to go out there to have probably 2 lots of anglers on here, so it's probably only a single pegger. Got another access area down here, little path there, probably an historic peg that you could sort of chuck up that way. You've got bridge just here, so I'll have to see how this one fares, but I can just see water table coming up to this point here through reeds, just there. So who knows, might end up with a bit of water down here where you can like shoehorn a peg in there. Right, entrance for pond 3. There's not really much, that's never changed while all this has been happening, only pegs have been upgraded and bits and bobs. You've seen it all on previous videos, but just going to walk you around this way, concentrate on this. Well, that's your view from this angle. It's Middle Bridge, it's car park, and we've walked all the way up around this way. And this is your inlet coming down from Pond 3. So again, if you flick through videos, you'll see all fish rescues and everything when I'm out there neck deep, pulling carp and pike out. And you can actually see that water table coming right over into this corner to about there. So, well, yeah, quite interesting videos then if you want to have a flick through. Catalogue of videos I've got plenty where I'm actually, one of these, they put up a wooden one, a temporary one, while this one were being made and manufactured. And I come down one morning and water was just flowing over that much that I thought that it was just buried in water, and it was actually right over in here, and I had to go out, drag it all the way back, get it out way. Quite interesting to watch for anyone that's wants to see just how much effort's been put into place by people that, you know, care. Right, so edge view of Pond 3, you've got a couple of anglers over there, got a couple of anglers right over there. Still gets plenty of people fishing on here. Kaylee Dowd, if you go through YouTube, go on her channel, Kaylee Dowd Fishing. She's done quite a few videos on here last couple of, probably in the last year or so, to wide success. Right, I'm going to take you outside of Pond 2 now, back up to the bridge between 1 and 2. And not really going to be much to report on this side, so. But there is 2 platform pegs on here. I'll do my best to get down to them if they're accessible. Right, so first peg is down here. There's one more just after, but I'll just drop down here and see if there's a decent view from this area that's worth showing you. Again, someone you might be just sat in front of your phones, I'll tell you now, just go down there so I can see it. So this is me coming down here so you can see it. This is platform, really slippy. Luckily, you didn't get that bit on camera then, but I nearly just broke my neck. Massive pile of sticks still here. A few videos ago, I picked them up. Luckily, all these videos, I put them on the old trout book so everyone can see. Sick of not getting a response from people that are responsible, so I just do it so everyone can see now. There's no reason to miss it. Do you want to carry on walking up that way and I'll meet you on bridge again? Yeah, all right. Right. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to walk down here and just give it you in real time. Well, there's your big pile of sticks, look. I don't think anyone's even bothered trying to burn them. But yeah, here's your water level. So again, 1.5 meters, it's going to affect, you know, both lakes. 1.5 meters up is 1.5 meters all over. So probably going to get plenty of water going right up to this tree line here. And who knows, these pegs, you might be able to be left in and probably a nice platform built back over at top. But we'll have to just wait and see. Again, stuff like this, look, it looks like nothing on camera, but if you were to lift all this up, just sticks and twigs that are all just been cut and left. All this grass stuff you'd probably get away with, but everything else, it's going to be quite dangerous to the old fish culture, like this stuff here, look. Yeah, they're not just small twigs, them, they're full on bushes. A load of rubbish has been pulled out, so all this stuff here, no one's bothered just to quickly put it in the bin, but it's obviously a session bag, sweet corn tins, some back bacon where anglers have probably been having a barbecue or having a stove. Can see a can of gas in there as well. So whoever pulled all that out, great, but you just needed to carry on to the bin and it would have been ideal. So I might have to come back down and pick all that up. But yeah, this is other platform peg. It's been completely neglected to the point where you can't even see where footpath was through anymore, but it was just up through there. I'm going to walk you down now, water's edge, and I'll climb back up that dam wall there onto the bridge. Yeah, so this pile of stuff here is obviously going to be affected. If you look at how much water's left to come up to those overspills on outlet, well, there's probably about 8 inches here for water to rise before it affects that. So you chuck a meter on, all this is just going to flow all back out into the middle of the lake, and a lot of it's going to sink. So when you're piling them up like that, look at roots on these, look at that thing there. And there's plenty of them as well. They all want getting, just want setting a light if that's what you're into, and what fires we've seen around that have just been half lit and then left. That's what you want to do on something like this, but make sure it all goes away. If not, get a chipper, bring it round here, drag it down bank, and just chop it all up. Not anyone that's got a chipper or just treescaping, it won't be War and Peace. Go a chipper down here and just mulch all this up and just spray it all over, because then it's a beneficial factor for the surroundings. You're not going to get snagged on it. It's not heavy, not going to get away, and it will rot away and break down a lot quicker. Like this here, look, big old stump. No one's even tried just to quickly take it and shove it behind this bunch of trees here or anything. Just been left. Right, back up onto the dam wall, and then I'll walk you out back at Boathouse that way and get you a view from there. Just before I do go up there, water's nice and tight up to this bank now. Looking quite well down here. Just a shame about all this. I mean, all bits you can see on top here, they'll just die off quickly. But all these logs and branches everywhere, it'll take a long time. Need sorting out. Right, so now I'm actually going to walk you around this way and have a drop down just at sign at Boathouse over there, Sailing Club, and just onto that bank over there, because I don't think I've seen that much water over there before. So let's go and have a look. Right, so I'm going to detour this way and go down here and just give your eyes on all this stuff. Now, all this stuff might be safe because it's quite high up compared to where water's got to come before it breaches over outlet. But there's your logs down there. Bit of work's gone off down this way. Look, clearing this out, but still needs all these logs picking up. They've just been abandoned and left. Massive pile of sticks and twigs here that's been cut down off surrounding trees. I've got a feeling they've all been brought down from up near the car park, and quite honestly, with ground you've got up there, you could have just burnt them all up there. Like when car park weren't functional, you could have even closed car park off for a day. Wow, look at all these here. That's why these are out of the way. So yeah, another metre and a half. It's going to affect these here, and even still, even if these are another sort of 6 yards up bank, the risk of them being pushed in and thrown in, they need going away, they need taking. Go a chipper down, car park's here, go a chipper down, hack all these up, get them all mulched up, and you could just spray it all over banks around here, and it'd be really good for water and everything else. But that's an absolute magnitude of snags there ready to go in. Another massive pile here. These are in water already, actually a couple of logs in. So yeah, look how thin they are as well. Won't be hard just to trim them all up and get them right up there, or you could even leave them as they are, get them right up into the bank, drag them all the way up there, and get them all up into sort of wood area. Oh god, there's even more down here. So all this here, look. I think water's only here. It's not a steep incline either. All these just left here. These ones are practically in water. Just want to tidy up, it's just detail. It's just making sure you eliminate as many potential issues as possible. Like there's some more here that have been trimmed and just chucked on in grass here. And water, I'm already in water, look, it's already here. I'm already walking through it. So this bit here, it actually drops down here, and this is where water will creep right up into this corner. So that needs to be clear of any snags. Ah. Bunch more logs here, look. And this bit's really accessible from car park as well. Get a chipper down and a couple of treescapers down here. I had a mate, I've said this on too many videos, but I had a pal who, when he heard I was taking off at Res, I said that I might require your expertise. And he said, yeah, and he does it on YouTube as well. And the plan was, it were all going to be completely free. I'd be invoiced, but I'd be completely free of charge. Won't cost anything. Because he makes his money off creating treescaping content on YouTube for everybody. So, at work he does, it would have been, all this, it would have gone already. It'd still be here, but you wouldn't be able to see it. So, it's a bit of a shame that whoever's been left to do this have just, like these logs here, look, they're already taking on water. So a bit more water coming up and then they'll just sink. But this is that first shelf. So this is top one. You come down, you've got a bit of a drop here where water used to sit. And then this is second shelf, and then this drops down. And it's a nice steady drop down to the lake bed out there. It's like, well, not anymore, but it used to be nice and flat. So we're just going out to them ones there. Probably about 10 inches of water, 11 inches of water up your ankle. So it's a bit of a shame, but what can you do? You get for what you pay for, don't you, I guess? There's the family dog. We'll show everyone your harness. Hey, show everyone. Look, that's on K9. She hates it. And then down here you've got Rotherham Sailing Club boathouse. And yeah, last time I fished down here, Marina was in a deck chair out there. Now we're on my box on my platform out there having a right day on skimmers, catching some big carp as well. So yeah, there's more water in it now than there was back then. More water in it now. So it's yeah, changing. Looking very, very full. Yeah, all this stuff, all this grass and everything up trimming, this will just die off. But then all your big twigs and logs and everything like we've seen in pond 2, like they won't, they'll stay like that for a long time. We'll get to a point where they absorb so much water in the lake that they sink, and you can pull them out in 6 years' time, they'll still be in there. Ah, right. I'm going to get up back that way, down to the car park and wrap this one up for you. Another massive pile here. Probably done Chris a favour for boating club, but it just wants pouring up there out of way. If it's going to be done, it wants pouring up there, it wants keeping away from water's edge, because bad winds or water level coming up, if it grabs it and takes it in, it don't really like coming back out. So yeah, it just wants moving up out of way a bit. And then that's access down. For anyone new to this, that's access down to second car park. But look how open and bare it is down there. They've absolutely hacked away at most of the trees down there. One, it's going to be ideal for going through, but two, all these power lines going through, I dare say it will probably overdue. But probably didn't have to take them all the way down. But that same energy could have gone into cleaning up all piles they've left around lake. So, Harthill Res update for you all. Loads and loads of water going in. Still a good metre and a half to go yet. A lot of areas going to be affected in a good way and in a bad way. But I do honestly think, well, I pretty much know that waterline is going to breach into trees on the far side. If they can regulate it and monitor it, fair enough. But it'd only be plausible if you made the sluice gate or the water outlets adjustable, so you can sort of manipulate the water level. But you get what you pay for, don't you, I guess? So yeah, just for anyone interested in updates I do down here, I live right next to it, so don't just think that I enjoy doing it because it's easy content, because there's other places I'd much rather be walking around. With attention that's gone off here, there's absolutely nothing. And I don't know. I applied for a place, I wanted it at some point, so my heart's kind of attached to it a little bit. But yeah, what do you think of the place? Do you like it? Do you want to fish it? It's not as cheap as it used to be, and it's certainly not as cheap as what I wanted it to be. So you're going to have to go in your pockets down here. But ultimately, it's a work in progress, and I guess so many mistakes and so many wrongs down here, it'd be quite hard to make the same mistakes and wrongs in the future. So who knows? Who knows? Don't know anything. So yeah, Harthill Res update for you. If you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. That way, any future videos, you'll be first to be notified. Subscribe. It's free. Doesn't cost you a single penny just to press subscribe. Just means that you enjoy the content from the channel, and you'll get loads more updates as and when I post videos, shorts, etc. And comments. Love comments. A lot of you know I love comments. Drop a few comments down below and I'll bleep bloop back to you wherever I can. And yeah, you want to fish it? Are you coming up? You fished it before? Let me know in the comments, and be nice to hear a few stories. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.